welcome to the end. This is one of the most interesting areas in all of Minecraft. You have these weird fruits that teleport you, which is interesting in and of itself, but it also gives you these weird, cooked variants that allows you to make bricks and stuff. And it's one of the coolest structures to build in this game, is with these bricks. So I want to collect some of these, but I also want to collect... Don't look at you. Okay. One of these. Sure, we can get the fruits all day, but unless you have this coarse fruit, coarse flour, you're not able to do anything. So, get the flour. Let's place down these water buckets. We don't need them anymore. Oh, they stacked to 16. That explains a lot. Also, that's a long way down. Yep, there is just void down there. The world has void, the overworld. It does have void, but it's blocked off by bedrock. Bedrock is the solidifying factor that keeps you from falling into the void. But the end doesn't have that. Instead, the end relies on purely floating islands. You have to go from point A to point B by fucking paths, and the only way to use these paths efficiently is the bridge. Sorry. So you have to gather tons of endstone and bridge from island to island. There is no other way. I mean, you can try to use the coarse fruit to teleport from one island to another, but it is almost impossible. One of the worst mechanics in this game is pathing, because occasionally you will accidentally fall. Yeah, it's completely random. Sometimes the shift button doesn't exactly work, so you'll be crouching and then randomly you stand up and then you'll fall. So I do recommend that you be very careful, and I 1000% recommend to not fall off the edge, because if you do, there's no recovery. Your items are gone. Like, it is void. There's no recovery. There's no way to get it back. It's gone. So, carefully and gently go from island to island. I recommend having one of these. I recommend having your pearls ready to go. I recommend slow falling if you have it. Slow falling makes this slightly easier to time, but not so easy that it's, able to be done in like a single shot. So, yeah, be very careful. Very careful around these places. I actually have a lot of experience with this, because in Pixelmon, the Ultra Space was like this, where it was just like the Nether. Or the end. So I have a lot of experience going from island to island, except in that Ultra Space it was low gravity, so you could like jump around from island to island, but in here it's death. It's straight down. There is no altered gravity. And I think there should be. I think you should naturally have slow falling in the end, because it's the end, it's kind of just area of void and darkness. So it'd be kind of cool if there was a gimmick like, oh hey, you can also slow fall here. But it only affects the player. That way entities can't have slow falling. And as you can see right there where the water cuts off, that's how shallow it is. We're like right up against the bottom of the world. I wish it was a little higher. The end really just needs a rework. It's a beautiful idea. I love the end. I don't think adding mobs is an idea. I think just changing the layout slightly. I think it should be higher away from the the bottom of the world. I think there should be some islands at the bottom of the world, but it should be... Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking ambience. Scared the shit out of me. Because I'm over the edge, I'm scared. Anyway, I think there should be floating islands. I think... I'm just gonna drink this, I don't feel safe. I'm just gonna drink that, because I don't feel safe. There should be islands on the bottom of the world, just to kind of like give you a little bumper in case if you fuck up and fall. At least slow falling can help you with that. I think slow falling should be a little bit more common. I think the chorus fruit should also give you slow falling for at least 2 minutes. Slow falling should be a staple here. I don't know why it's not. I think phantoms should also be here as a natural mob. Just because the phantom is kind of just weird and just exists in the overworld, it'd be making more sense if it was here. That way you can get the membranes and slow fall. I also think the membranes should be edible, or at least turned into a soup that gives you slow falling for 3 minutes. So that way the potion has more duration, but the soup is easier to get. That would be super nice. I think there should be special types of, entities here that aren't exactly human, nor are they villagers. I think there should be a weird type of end people. Similar to the Endermen, but more hulky. These massive hulking guys that have like houses. You could see them do things like watering, end plants. I think this is the one time decoration is needed. I think there should be plants in the end. I think there should be like little cactuses or some sort of like grass of some kind growing in the end. Not like a, netherite grass block or whatever. I think as its own little thing, as a unique thing that just kind of appears occasionally, just to give the end more volume, to give it more of that oomph that the other worlds have. I don't think there should be new biomes either. I think it should all still be like this, where it's just end, but there'd be more things from island to island, because honestly it is kind of barren. Which I guess is the point. It's supposed to be barren. It's supposed to be like a wasteland. That kind of makes sense. But what doesn't make any sense at all is that even though it's like barren and kind of wasteland, you kind of like... It doesn't have the vibe of like Minecraft. It just seems like an unfinished world. It'd be cool if there was like some weird entities, like the phantoms being here, maybe some unique mobs, like a weird mob that just kind of trades with you. You can trade them items for membranes and potions of slow falling, Maybe they have their own type of brewing stand that uses the end rods. Maybe the end rod could get more purpose. Maybe the end stone could have more purpose. Like, I think end stone should be put like this, and you can... Oh yeah, I forgot. There was bricks. Hang on. Yeah, it doesn't go any further. I think there should be more than that, though. I forgot about the fucking bricks. I thought the end cities were just purely made of purple blocks. I'm not kidding. Okay, that was my bad. That's another fuck up. Okay, cool. Good job, Ember. You just fucking are just a brain dead dumbass. Cool. Fucking I forgot about End City brick. Maybe have little huts made of brick. Maybe have some brick naturally in the world, showing that somebody used to live here. Maybe have some hermits that exist, and the hermits are like a special type of trading entity that trades you slow falling and stuff like that, giving you a chance. And they trade you for like special foods. Like maybe you could give them steak, and you'll see them eat the steak after you trade with them. They're like, roar, and they eat it, and then they kind of just look at you and then throw an item that you were asking for. And sometimes they'll just throw random items to kind of like signify that, okay, I don't want to trade with you anymore. That'd be kind of nice. Also, that slow falling was not 3 minutes. Come on. Maybe it was 3 minutes. I don't fucking know. Or 4 minutes, not 3. Oh my god. I fucking hate this place, man. I hate it just because it's so scary to fall into that void and lose everything. Like, if you fall in, that's it. All your netherite, gone. All your items, gone. Everything, gone. It's best to bring a pair of perishables that you don't want. A pair of like garbage armor, a pair of like trash. Thanks. Dude, I needed that as I'm over the edge of fucking death. Over boiling lake of lava. Anyway. But also, like, the rewards are kind of weird here, because, like, I can understand the diamond armor and the iron armor and stuff like that. I can understand that. They have enchantments and stuff like that. But some of the items are way more strange. Like, there's no netherite, but there's beetroot seeds and beetroot. Despite beetroot, like, not being that helpful. Maybe, like, a special soup could be made with the coarse fruit and beetroot. That'd be kind of nice. But maybe, like, a special end beetroot could grow into the world naturally. It'd just be kind of chilling in the overworld. Or the end world. I don't know. It feels unnatural to just have beetroot seeds. I feel like it should be changed to end root. And end root would basically be like a mutation of the beetroot that the Endermen love to eat, and maybe that'll get you to throw them off of your back for a little while as you like build and stuff. Maybe make it to where the Endermen are naturally hostile here. That way you have to deal with them. That way this place is more hostile and scary. Maybe make it to where instead of falling to your death, maybe it just teleports you to the closest landmass so you can jump off and hope you can end up at the end cities or something like that. And maybe just have a chance of death or something like that. Maybe it's just a small chance, so you take a risk. Maybe if you die, all your items teleport to the closest island. That way you don't lose all your shit. Just some little things to make the game a little bit better. Because honestly, I can understand why people don't like this place. I don't like this place most of all, just because it's fucking, you know, fall to your death. But, like, it'd be nicer if the layout was a little better. I think the floating islands can be higher up, away from the fall hitbox thing. I think there should be, like, floating islands way up there and maybe, like, 200 blocks up. I think there should be a reason why there's ships. Like, maybe have some random ships just kind of floating around up there. And maybe make it to where the ships are seen from close up, but not far away. That way you can't tell if there is a ship or not. You have to get close. You know, it's a special type of block that can only be seen if you're close to it. That would be more interesting. Anyway, let me try to get as close to the islands as possible without fucking, you know, dying. Fucking, I am not walking back, by the way. Fuck that. I am not walking back. I will fucking eat coarse fruit back. Because this is gonna fucking take forever. God damn. Yeah, let me turn up my render distance. This is like the one time render distance can be turned up, just because there's nothing here. There's nothing to render. I like how all the Endermen are like, what's up? What's up, bitch? Not that you can see anything, because honestly, it's kind of like you can barely see what's around you. This is the one time when my render distance can be like revved up. Like it can go up as high as you want. And again, it's like it's barren. There's like nothing out here and nothing around. I don't know if that's intentional, but like it doesn't feel good to play. I'm just kind of looking around, seeing if I missed anything. Oh boy. Here, I recommend walking. Because fucking... One wrong little move, that's all it takes. You can run in a straight line, just pay the fuck attention. Just don't jump, because you might fuck up and lag, and then boom, you're dead. That's why I recommend walking, because if you start lagging, that's one easy death. This way real quick. And just kind of look around, honestly. That's all you want to do, is you want to look around. I'm going to backtrack just because I have all this extra render distance. I might be able to see some shit that I didn't see before. Because what I'm looking for is a big building, completely purple. It's known as an end city. It is very rare. It does occasionally spawn, and when it does, you want to find that. So this isn't for, like, new players. This is for adventurers that want to explore. You'll see the weird portal there, and you'll put two and two together and be like, well, I went through a portal to go home, so maybe that portal will lead me somewhere else. Then you go inside, and then boom. You have to also put together that you have to use an end pearl to get in there, because it's the same color as the portal block, so you think, oh, well, it'll lead me somewhere cool. And you'll end up in this hellhole of death and destruction. Fucking infinite enemies that will kill you if you look at them funny. Infinite death at the bottom of the world. The only way to travel is to get the pearls and the building blocks and all that. Yeah, this place is very not friendly. But hey, at least you got an infinite fucking, you know, XP farm. That's a plus. We'll get to that. Well, sadly, we're not going to get to that in this LP, aren't we? I mean, this is the end. There's nothing here for us. Nothing lasts forever, boys. Eventually, this all has to come to an end. And we're in the end. So it's like kind of a double-edged sword, huh? Like, you come here for good items, and technically it's the end. You came all this way for the final adventure. All to get useless items that you'll never use. I guess that's truly what the end means. You've done everything. Found the warden. You know, done everything you could. I mean, there's obviously the wither and the other thing, but that's going to take a while. 1 second. Alright, sorry about the noise in the background. Okay, what was I talking about? Yeah, you need to make this blade a little better, understand? A little bit of something, something. I had some plants or something. This is like the only time decor is okay, is for this fucking place. Because it's barren. There's nothing here. I think adding plants here is perfectly fine. But make them unnatural. Make it like weird. I'd like to see some unnatural plants, similar to the purple block, where it's just kind of weird looking. I would do the same thing. Maybe instead of cubes, they have like weird, like diamond-like looks. Like it's a cube, but it's upside down or like on its side, similar to the end crystals, where it's not quite stabilized. Hello. Oh, it's a little one. It's not quite what I'm looking for, but we'll go to it just to look at it. 1 second. Sorry about that noise in the background. Okay. Where was I? Well, we will go to this one, but it doesn't really have anything. So, towers like this are usually barren and don't really have very much, but you still want to go to them. There's one thing that it has that is still very helpful to us. If I can see if I can find a clear path to it. Doesn't look like there is. It looks like it's an island. Oh, wait. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. We have a destination. We will go to this one first, and then that other one. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna run out of time anyway, next episode, that will be the final episode. That one's gonna be the longest. In the next episode, what to expect. We are going to get the strongest item in the game. We're also going to get the strongest storage system in the game. And then after that, anything else that we collect is for fun. There's also one other item that we could have crafted in the overworld that we'll attain, but I didn't do it because I wanted to save it for this moment, because it's more useful for multiplayer, but you can still kind of get a good general idea of it here. So, let me put these down. Let me do some more of this. There you go. In the next episode, we will gather up the final little bits and pieces of what's left. It will be the end of the series. I'm ending it on the 60th, I want to say 65, 66, 67, something like that. If it ends on 69, I apologize, but I'm going to end it next episode because I'm tired. Minecraft is a super slog of a game. There's so much going on, there's so many things to do, so many options, and none of them lead to the end. The only thing that leads to the end is the stronghold. You do not have to do everything that I just did. You do not have to get netherite armor. I just wanted it. You do not have to get netherite picks or netherite items. You do not have to go see the warden. You do not have to go to the challenge chambers. You do not have to do everything I just did. The only thing that I recommend you do is get the slow falling potion, get all diamond armor and diamond items. You can do it with iron, but it's a lot harder. Grab a bow with a ton of arrows, grab a ton of food, and that's it. You don't need a tiki totem of undying, you don't need golden carrots. All you really need is the simple stuff. You don't have to item frame all your items, you don't have to armor stand, you don't have to build a big base like I did. I basically didn't have a base for the entire series because I didn't care. I just wanted to find everything that I wanted to find. I wanted to get the series done quickly. 60 episodes is not short at all, but it was enough to get as much as I could done. This series is going to go down as one of my biggest grinds, and I'm going to say thank you for letting me do this. It was an honor. I'll see you guys next time.